Let's see what you got to hear today. We're going to get right into it. What is this reading about? Freedom. Oh, I love that already. What is this freedom pertaining to? I've got my little boy here. You might hear him. He's quite hot. The Ten of Pentacles? My dear, this is your freedom in regards to family, in regards to reaching material stability. Wow. Wow. Why is this? No, these ones again. Okay. Why is this coming in? Can we have more of an explanation? A message of love? Mr. Junkie, can you believe it? I don't have anyone to look at and be shocked about, but we have a message of love. And that is insane because the Ten of Pentacles, my dear, it is reaching a threshold in the material world. So establishing yourself in a way where you can share now. You can have a big family. You can invite people over and you can share your blessings, you know? And you have this card which already shows having reached some sort of a freedom point, right, in your life. And then you have the message of love, which is also connected to family. So my dear, I don't know if you are in this already or if this is something that you're heading towards, but this message today is letting you know that you are on the path towards reaching these goals. And it's gonna be a mixture of reaching your emotional fulfillment and reaching your familial bliss, but then also being free. You might, in relationships, potentially struggle with that a little bit to find the balance between your freedom and your commitment or your love for the other person. I'm feeling that here as well. Can we get more of an explanation of what is going on here in this situation? I'm excited for you, my dear. This is nice. Are you okay, my love? I'm sorry, Mommy didn't bring you water today. Oh, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Someone in your past, and this could have been a potentially an old partner. Sorry, my brain just blanked. An old partner. It doesn't have to be, but this is someone who is quite volatile. Someone who can't, they might seem super charismatic, but this charisma also comes from a place of just being a little over the top sometimes in their pursuits of self. To put that nicely. So there is like this ego-drivenness, right? There's an ego-drivenness in this person. What did this person do? What happened there? The Eight of Swords in reverse and the Death. Okay, so yeah, I think this is a past partner, or this is someone from your past that affected you in a negative way, of which you have now freed yourself. Why am I saying this? We have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Amazing. Why? Because the Eight of Swords is about being confined, being stuck, being kept somewhere. And oftentimes it is somewhat self-afflicted. Not fully, it's not like you did this to yourself, but you're keeping yourself there. Does that make sense? You could free yourself, but you kept yourself there for longer than you had to, yeah? Now, you did free yourself because there is a rebirth. There was a new beginning. There was something that had to come to an end and for something new to come out of it. Yes. So this release that came, what do we need to know about it? The release of the King of Wands in reverse. This person who seems to, I'm seeing it, of course. This person seems to be more interested in their own freedom. Yeah. Or maybe this was you. Maybe you were too much in your ego, trying to be like, I want to be free. I want to do my thing. You should, but there is a balance to life, right? There is a balance. There is a balance, and you had to learn that. You had to learn, my sweets. The Wheel of Fortune, reminding you of everything being connected, everything coming from one place, going to another. And you can see it as senseless. You could see it, you could judge it as good, bad, whatever. But it doesn't change the fact that your perception from it, your perception can also be that of seeing it as a way to grow, a way to move along, seeing how all the little pieces are fitting exactly where they need to fit. This was all meant to be on your journey towards this 10 of Pentacles, my sweet. Yes! Okay, so what did they learn then? What did they learn from this? This card. The Empress! Look, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. And we have again this sense of family coming in, right? You learned, my dear, to take care of yourself. You learned to look for this nurturing in yourself and in all that is. The Empress is the mother, the world, right? She's got the whole world, not in her hands, but in her belly. She creates all. And she's so loving, so beautiful. And she's got so many little, like, look at all of her fish. We have, in Portuguese, there's a song about how the fishes are the kids of the ocean and the sand, like the beach. And what I'm sensing here is she's got all these little creatures, little people that she takes care of, and she's so nurturing, and she makes sure everything is taken care of. And I'm thinking, I'm feeling you're seeing that in yourself, or you're recognizing that this is the kind of partner that you want as well, to mirror that within yourself. But this was all for you to grow, my dear. This was all for you to understand that you can, and you should, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Oh my gosh, that's it, isn't it? That's it. So you need someone on your side that does the same thing. Makes sense? Okay. Now, what once this self-nurturing has been applied and the release has happened, all of this, what's then the next step? What is coming? And I know what's coming. I know it's coming. Love is coming, my dear. I really think it is. Because of the way that this spread has turned out, you can't see it, but it's the logical next step. And here's the Wheel of Fortune. I could say, oh, that's, what do you mean logic? Where is the logic here? The logic is there where you find connections and patterns, and then you can recognize the way things are going. And that's logic. Even if other people potentially aren't seeing all these connections, right? But I can't. A new beginning is coming. I'm so excited for you, my dear. I am so excited. I'm really excited about this. I'm feeling so pumped. Like, you know, when you go and you do a workout, and while you're doing the workout, you're like struggling, and then when you're done and you're feeling pumped, literally, right? You feel so good, and you're like, yeah, I can take on the world. And I think you did, and you have. You're at this point now where you are taking on the world. You're taking on the world, making sure that you are taken care of, making sure. And then now, because of that, the universe is saying, okay, cool, great, you learned the lesson. Guess what? Someone who does this and things like this and has actions that align with their thoughts and morals and ideals receives this. No, this is aligned for you. You know, the Wheel of Fortune moving along. Oh, do you want to know more about this new person? Yes, let's find out. Oh, a peep. I think you do. I forgot when this happens, guys. It's because I forget to turn something off that's behind you. Yeah, my bad. Anyway, let's do this. I think, okay, whoa, I'm too excited for you. Can we get some info on this new person? I meant to use these cards, okay. But these cards, I was gonna keep for you for guidance. But I meant to use them, okay. All right, I didn't bring the book, because these are, I like to use these with the book, because they're very specific. They're based on Native American tarot traditions of different tribes collected into this one deck by someone of that heritage as well. And yeah, I love this book, but I always like to use it with the handbook, and I did not bring it for some reason or another. Is what it is. We're gonna do it anyway. Okay, so for you, this person, let's see. guess it's meant to be. But why am I saying this? Because I normally don't use these cards in this part of the reading. So maybe the things coming in is something that you wouldn't expect. Yeah, it's something you wouldn't expect. Something that feels out of place, but only because you're not seeing the patterns. If it feels out of place, you're not seeing it. Oh, we have the 8 of arrows. The arrows are the swords. Oh my gosh, look at this. We have a confirmation right there. And we got Mr. Chunky staring into the forest. Hi, Motion. How are you doing today? Did you cool down? Are you feeling better? The 8 of Swords again in reverse. Again, you freed yourself. And the person that is coming in might be someone who is mirrored in that with you. What do I mean with that? We have the High Priestess in reverse. This person might feel intuitively, maybe you're like, I don't know about this. Like the first intuition might not be that of, this is for me. But the 8 of arrows, 8 of swords, we've got this mirroring of also having released. But I am a little worried there, to be fully honest with you, with the High Priestess being here in reverse. Because the High Priestess is your connection to your intuition. She comes before the Empress, yeah? So you've already reached the Empress. This person is not tapped into the High Priestess. So why? Let's figure it out. Why? Why is the High Priestess in reverse? Oh, this is another thing. Oh wow, these must have turned around earlier. I don't normally read reversals with this deck either, but we're gonna do it. So the 2 of Pipes, the 2 of Wands in reverse. There is a instability there, disbalance that they are also working through. I see. Okay, I got you. Look at these. You're so pretty. It's the Fool card in this deck, the seed, right? Planting a new seed, a new beginning in your life. And what I sense for you with this person, they might be in a place where they aren't fully in connection with their intuition, or they doubt themselves. But they are trying to get out of this. They are ready to step into this new beginning. And I think they have already done a lot of work. Wait, let me just verify. Did they actually do this work already? Did they manage to basically free themselves of... Did they manage to free themselves in not believing in their own intuition, not listening, and then being out of balance? Is that what they came out of? And we're gonna verify this with your cards. Is this what happened? Yeah, I think so. And in that you guys will mirror. Maybe not exactly. Oh, I love this so much for you. I'm so excited. Maybe not exactly, and like you've gone through exactly the same issues, exactly the same troubles, but you have both overcome major things in your life. You've both genuinely worked on stuff that seemed to be maybe not impossible, but like just unlikely because of the place you were in, the headspace you were in, but you've managed to do it. You've managed to free yourself. And for your person that is coming up here, that it seems to be coming in, there is the High Priestess in reverse, I think, is signaling that they went through learning all of this, right? Just like you had to learn to free yourself, to put your efforts into you, to put the nurturing to you. Okay, what is coming? I mean, we know because it's the 10 of Pentacles. So is this next person that is coming, is this next person that is coming the ultimate? Oh my gosh, the ultimate one, the 3 of Stones, like the one that you end up with the 10 of Pentacles, building this, right? Finding this balance of freedom and love. The 3 of Stones, this is someone that I can't tell you for sure. Maybe Spirit doesn't, maybe the path isn't laid out, or it's just not meant to be in this message. It's not, I don't pressure to get information. I don't believe that's what tarot is for. Sometimes things are just having to be played out, and I think that's what's the case for you guys. What I see here is the Three of Stones shows me that there's collaboration. You guys work well together. You guys are going to work really well together, I think. Potentially even work together. But this card fell right literally on top of this deck. So I'm feeling we're going to have to get the elaboration here. So is this person on the Three of Stones? What is this? Oh, okay. Okay. Now this message has taken a bit of a shift. I still think this is, we have to understand this, everything that happens in our lives, it's our perspective, it's our choice to learn from it, to grow from it. And I think you and the person that is coming in are going to be able to learn from one another. I think you guys might end up starting something romantically. Is this going to be the ultimate person for you? I don't know. Now I'm not so sure with these cards coming out. I think it's a matter of how much you guys are able to work it out. Yeah, to work it out. Why am I saying this? We have some karma, my dear. And I do want to say karma, people always got like, oh no, karma isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, there's dharma, the idea of positive karma, but I think there's another thing to that. Dharma is like, it's a little bit different than that. But I do like to remind people that karma is the wheel of fortune. And I put it right on top of the wheel. Things are going as they should. Trust that everything is happening for your highest good, for you to reach this. So don't be scared about what is coming up, even if this person potentially might be some sort of a karmic thing coming in. This not necessarily meaning it's negative, but it could be the karma that you've acquired now. Something fell from a tree. The karma that you have acquired now has allowed for you to get to a place where someone can come in that is more suited to you, or that works better with you. But what I'm sensing is that with these two cards also coming up, we have fear and submission. Can you see it? Fear and submission. So the question is here, my dear, are you going to be able, both of you, to recognize within yourselves and be honest and acknowledge it? Your fears, your doubts, the ways in which you make yourself feel small. I think for you specifically, my dear, as the listener, the cards, the way I place them, and I don't think about where I place things, they're right underneath this new beginning of yours. So this might be a little test. This person coming in, whether it works or it doesn't, depends on how you deal with it. And I don't want to be as black and white as to say if you pass the test, but you're going to be tested in your Empress energy, and you're nurturing and you're taking care of yourself. Do not get back to a place where you submit, where you forget that you need to take care of yourself. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that, because these are the things that might get triggered. And what I want to say as well, you might have gone through a change, so you might find yourself worried that you're going to fall back into certain patterns of yourself, right? And when this person comes in, even if it feels so good and you guys work really well together, you might feel scared. Yeah, the fears. You might be scared of getting back. What happened there? Why is it not fully? Sorry guys, can you see me? I don't know why. It just suddenly was a little blurry there. I hope it wasn't blurry the whole time. Anyway, so you might feel like your fears come in, and your fears then get you back to a place where you're like, I'm unsure about this, or you become back to this old version of yourself where you gave away your freedom, right? Where you allowed yourself to submit to the ego, whether within yourself or within other people. Okay, my dear, what we're gonna do now, I want to get you some advice, and I am feeling called to actually not use the advice deck, but the one that represents you, because I'm seeing you might have the tendency, dear, to blur the lines between yourself and other people, specifically your partner. There might be blurry lines. You might take on qualities as much as they take on your qualities. I don't know, but this is separate. This is their own shit. Excuse my English. This is their own stuff, right? But the question is, are you gonna do that to yourself again? You know? Sorry, my brain just fogged up. But we're gonna get advice. Okay. My brain sometimes, when it goes all clumpy, this is also like I'm tapping into stuff. So there's a lot of processing. My brain does a lot of processing. There's a lot happening. And sometimes you lose it because it's too much. And when you find yourself in this, if you see in the person that's coming in, okay, if you find these patterns, go within, go into self, go into the internal cave, into the internal light, to figure out if this is you or this is them. If you are overwhelmed, what is going on? Are you projecting your fears right now when you're okay? There's no need for you to be scared. Or are you very clearly noticing patterns that are going to lead you down back to a place where you are not in your power, where you are in the Eight of Swords upright, right? Where you are keeping yourself stuck in one way or another for the sake of your partner. I don't want that for you, my dear. And I'm sure you don't want that for you either. Okay, so the guidance here is go within, reconnect, potentially find guidance as well. Maybe making sure that you're going to therapy. If this is something that is important to you, interesting to you, I mean, I personally think everyone should. Everyone, the whole world, it should be part of schools. But yeah, I mean, some sort of guidance, as in you have someone to talk to about this, someone you trust, someone that can, that sees you, okay? All right, but let's get some more guidance. We cannot leave the collective like this. This message went up and down because I think I gotta remind you, my dear. Don't forget what we start this reading with. You are on this direction. Everything that happens for a reason. Everything that happens is happening so you can reach this, if that is what you want. But you'll have to do the work. You have to recognize where you yourself impede, where you stand in your own way, where you allow patterns of within yourself or other people to take away from self, that take you out of balance between your freedom and your love for yourself and that you have for others. Okay, one more for guidance. Okay, I'm not meant to use these anymore. Okay, one of these, and then I'll let you go, my dear. If you are interested in a personal reading of any kind, my contact is in the description. I do questions, I do full readings, life readings. Let me know. You go. But spiritual message is your last card. And these black cards, we have quite a few come out today. These black cards, they don't inherently have a meaning outside of what you feel. So what I'm going to say to you here is, maybe you, if you can, even if it's just a few minutes, when you're done watching this, maybe tap into, engage with your thoughts, maybe write them down. What is going through your mind right now? What do you think is being stirred up within yourself? And how does that relate to your own spiritual growth? What are you trying to do in this life? Where are you trying to go? Okay? And I also am feeling called to say, if you are an astrology girly or boy, maybe looking into your north node and your south node might be something of interest to you, as it is said that the south node is where your karma is coming from, and it's also related to your home life, your family life, all of this, right? The generational patterns, not just the genetic ones. And then the north node is where you are heading, the next step in your karma, where you're trying to get to. Whether you do or you don't, you have free will, my dear. All right, this is it though. I am gonna let you go now, and I'm gonna go home. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Have a lovely day.